Have you ever wished that your watercolor paintings had more texture and depth? In this video, I'm going to show you how to combine watercolor and mixed media to create beautiful abstract landscape that's easy, relaxing, and full of layered texture. This is going to be really fun, so let's get started. Okay, we're going to start off with some marks. With our 6B pencil, we are on the Meeden 5x7 hot press paper. Just going to make some marks like we normally do and come back in. See if we can make these a little bit more dynamic through here. I think this one's just going to be a basic watercolor today. I just wanted to play around with this idea of adding marks this way and seeing what our light ghost wash does to the mixed media piece when we're done. I'm messy today. Dirt everywhere. And this paper doesn't erase as well as the Jack or the Paul Rubens, but I think it's going to be okay. More of those lines in there, maybe. Okay, let's spray down the paper a little bit. I'm going to come back in with my Hake brush just to sort of let that soak in a little bit and spread it out. You want it to be damp, but you don't want it to be like puddling. This is just going to help us so that I've got it set up here so it's got a little bit of an angle to it. That's going to help the watercolor spread down through the paper. Let's start off with just a little bit of this indigo. Let's make it a little, somebody suggested making it a little darker at the top. Probably not that dark. And then we're just going to kind of let it do its thing here. I want to come back in with the color shaper a little bit to kind of make some marks through here. Kind of help it along a little bit. I want to add a little bit of maybe some of that purpley color that we've been making lately. My paint is really watered down right now, so let's just add a little bit of that through there. Maybe bring in some marks. Okay, let's let that dry. Okay, I've got a little bit of the raw umber just sort of mixed into that slurry that I made there. I'm just going to bring some of that through here. I'm going to add just a little bit of this English red into here. Liking how we can use the marks and almost make like these, they're like these little, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Mixing the colors so that they just sort of become analogous because they're all sort of mixed with the same mix, if that makes sense. Let's come in with our stylus and kind of draw back in here a little bit. I really love those marks. I love the sky, what's happening up there. It's very subtle, but I love it. What happens if we add just a little bit more of this indigo in here? And just sort of make some, so we have some of that color, but not a lot of it. If that makes sense. Yeah, I'm liking working this way. It's almost like it gives you instant color like analogous color. But we need a lot of texture. Love the stylus right now too. Two things I'm absolutely loving. Okay, let's add a little bit more of that in here, of that umber. I think we got some good mix. I want to get it a little darker down here at the bottom. Let's add in some ultramarine. Let's make some different marks, like coming this way maybe. So everything's not going in the same direction. I like that. Now that we have our first wash here, I'm gonna let this dry. Okay, I mixed up a little bit of green with the umber and the French ultramarine. God, I can't remember that name. I want to just bring in, like, I'm kind of thinking there might be like some abstract tree shapes going through here, maybe. Just a little bit of that. I'm going to add in a little bit of some lines through here to kind of indicate like maybe some tree trunky things going through here. A little more pastoral, I think. But I still want it to be abstract. I think yesterday, and I've been getting too bogged down in details. And so I'm trying to work quickly and make more decisive marks and quit being so fussy. Because that's not usually how I work, but I feel like I was getting very tight in the last couple of videos. So we definitely want to change that. We don't want to be too tight, and we don't want to be too controlled. Needs more ochre. Okay, this is a little thicker mix. Now that we have our wash laid down, we can come in with a little thicker color. This is more of the raw umber. I just want to add some of that in and bring it down with the color shaper a little bit. I might even just paint a little bit with just the color shaper, I think, because I'm really grooving on how those marks look lately. You just get texture that you can't get with our normal. What happens if we come in with just pure color through here? I like the color shaper because it allows you to make marks that you can't make with a watercolor brush. Ooh, I'll get some of that yellow, that lighter, that ochre color in there too. Still getting fall vibes, but maybe just not, maybe more muted tones as I transition into my winter palette almost. It's coming, guys. Pretty soon I'll be painting in only blue and black. I love all these texture marks through here. I think I still want it to be a little darker down here. So here I've mixed up the indigo, this ochre, and the red to kind of give us a little bit darker color, like a brown. I'm going to be really dark through here. Ooh, I like those marks. Those are fun. Very sketchy. Actually, I don't think I want to touch those at all. But I might want some more of that yellow in there. Ooh. Little painterly. When I put these marks in here, it's almost feeling like it's giving me like sort of a oil paint because of the texture. It's almost like it's faux brush strokes. And I'm kind of grooving on that right now. Let's come in with just a little bit more of this. Just sort of, I like this little area right here. I'm going to leave that. Oh, I like it. I like what we got going on there. Okay, I've mixed up a little bit of our lovely purpley color here. I'm just going to come in and maybe, it doesn't seem to be working. There we go. I just want to add some of this sort of purple color through here. I just think it's such a wonderful color. Works really well with what we've already got going on. It just adds like another layer to what we've already got. I love how these are blending together. Loving these scratchy marks. Watercolor. I might just, let's see what we can. We can add like, that was maybe too much. Yeah, that might have been too much. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I think it kind of works. We can take some of it away a little bit. I like how this is darker over here on this edge. Maybe just a little bit more. Through there. It really adds a lot of darkness without it being too much. What if we added a little bit of this color down here at the bottom of whatever that is. I guess we're calling them trees. Whatever these organic shapes are here. Trina's version of trees. Very subtle version of trees. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so I've laid down, I'm working with my Mungayo water-soluble oil pastels today. It's a sheet of deli paper. What I did was I took the salmon color and then I added some white to it. I want to see if that's going to give us some fun marks. Remember yesterday on the last video, move that out of the way, I was complaining because I didn't have like an off-white color, although this is not really off-white. And I can't really even see it. I mean, I can kind of see it. You can definitely see it over here. I'm not sure if that's what I was thinking was going to happen. Maybe, okay, let's come in with this. Let's switch back to this sort of golden ochre color. I just want to add some, a little bit of highlight through here almost. Just to give us a little hint of I'm liking putting the pastels down like this too. It's going to give us just a nice subtle color through there. I do need to address this over here though, because I don't think that's working for me. I don't actually hate that. We might need, yeah, just a little. This is really hard to see right now. Weird. There, you can kind of see it. I like how the pastel kind of goes into those embossing marks that we made and kind of gives you this sort of texture within texture kind of thing. Okay, I don't like that. Let's come in with our black deli paper. Make some bold marks through here. I just love those marks. I think it's really cool how it just picks up a little bit of the, just a little bit of that scratching, embossing in there. I think that looks good. I might want to bring it. It's interesting too how the pressure varies, like how much comes off. Angle of the knife also. Oh, that's fun. I like those marks. This needs something up here. I don't know what it is. Okay, I'm going to come in with this white Derwent pencil. I want to add some lightness up here, but I didn't really want to use pastels. So we're going to these are just the Derwent drawing set. I don't have a huge set. I just have the set of 12, but they have some really good colors in there. And this white works for, this is the Chinese white. It's amazing. It does a really nice job as far as white, because whites are kind of hard. They hardly ever work. Let's be honest, they don't really work that well. Let's come out with this brown ochre. Bring some marks through here, just to kind of come up here a little bit. I wasn't planning on using colored pencils today, but I really wanted that just to pop a little bit without it being too stark, if that makes sense. And these colored pencils are really fun to use. I kind of almost forget about them sometimes. There's this really cool green we could add in just a little bit. Might be getting carried away. Probably am. But they work really well over watercolors, and they seem to be working really well over the oil pastels, which is pretty cool. This will just give us a little bit more variety in tone and shade a little bit. Kind of maybe just blend it all together. There's one other color I wanted to try. I don't know if that's it. This is the Ruby Earth. This is going to be like a little bit of a purpley brown color that this might be really cool to put through here in some spots, since I kind of covered up what I did before. So many layers. Oh, I love that. I actually really am grooving on that. Oh, I got a little bit black on my pencil there. Ooh, that's very cool. What if we put some of that up here? Let's kind of bring it back through. Ooh, I like that. I might want to add some of that green in there too, maybe. Great, now I have to add color pencils to everything. Okay. I'm going to add in a little bit of this Solaway blue. Just to kind of imply that this color, it's a really nice color. It's almost like a silvery blue. Very nice color. Let's add some of that down here, actually, to whatever is going on down here. I don't know what that is. This might just need just a little bit of that blue right through there. I'm kind of grooving on that. Okay, I think it might be done. Okay, here it is with the matte. What do we think? I like it. I like it. It feels very pastoral to me. Still feels pretty autumny, but not like overbearing. This one feels more like me than probably the last ones that we've made, because it's not bogged down in details. I love the light washes. I'm always going to use that from now on. Oh, I got a little messy here. I made that better. I like the marks that we made with the pencils, even though I covered a lot of it up. Love the watercolor with the color shaper through here and just blending the colors, you know, using that ghost palette or that ghost wash first, I think really helps push everything forward and back. Love these little trees back here. And the big bold marks with the Caran d'Ache and the color pencils are really nice too. I think it has a really nice flow about it. Like it kind of feels pastoral, and yeah, I'm grooving on it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you on probably Saturday this week for another video. I got a lot of work to do, so I'll be here on Saturday. Thanks so much. Bye.